Broadcasting live from Houston, from the space city to the world. You are watching NowMedia Television.
Right now, we are jumping in your tech, your biz segment with Roland Parker. And we will be speaking today about what is digital security. So Roland, how are you? Tell us, how are you today?
Hi, Gilsey. Great to be with you. And I'm actually chatting to you from a cybersecurity conference up in Spring. So I'm doing it remotely instead of in the studio today.
Okay, I see. So I want to jump in directly to what brings us here today. And what is digital security? We hear so much about it. What is it?
So digital security is basically anything that you store online that needs to be secured. So let's face it, in today's environment, pretty much most of our lives are tied up in the digital world in one way or the other. So from your banking account information, social media platforms, your email. And the thing is, how do you make that secure? Because those are the things that the hackers are going after. So digital security is something that everybody should be aware of, whether you're a business owner or you're just a person who works with somebody, but you've got things like your normal banking information, and you've kept things like tax records on your computer. That is digital, and it needs to be protected.
Wow. And what is the difference between digital information security and cybersecurity?
So digital affects anything digital, but cyber now is looking at it more from an overall perspective. So now you're saying, okay, I'm protecting my entire network. If you're a business, you really want to be looking at cyber security as how do I protect my entire environment. I need to make sure that I've got my firewalls in place, that I've got endpoint detection and remediation. I'm looking at the entire network as opposed to just your personal business digital information.
Okay, and how about data? Why is digital data security important? I believe that's one of the most important securities we need to have.
So everything, your entire life can be completely disrupted. Can you imagine if somebody got into your bank account, completely wiped out any funds that were in your account, transferred the money, if they hijacked your computer and basically held it to ransom? So it's extremely important to make sure that we protect those assets and keep it secure, because the bad guys are looking to attack you every single day, and there's hundreds of thousands of hackers out there trying to get into your data right now.
Wow. And what kind of data, of what kind of information is considered a digital security risk? What is the things that we want to have there and not, or don't? So
it's generally known as PII, or personal identifiable information. So anything that's got your social security number, that's got your any personal information about you, could be health records. So some of the things that people forget about, they'll be, okay, I'm trying to protect my banking information, maybe my PayPal information, maybe I'm trying to protect my email. But they forget that now they've stored PDF documents on their computer, which has got their social security, it's got their address, it's got their date of birth, it's got their wife's information. Everything is contained in that PDF document. And what if it's stored on your laptop gets stolen, or a hacker gets into it? He's got everything to your private life.
Oh my God, I'm scared now. So what are the different types of digital security we have?
So one of the things, if you're a business, you really want to look at, we've got to have a good firewall. We've got to have a good antivirus. You've got to have something like Malwarebytes that's detecting malware from coming in. And some of the things that we like to put in place are zero trust. Zero trust means it locks down your computer, so no unknown programs can run, but also programs like SentinelOne, which have got endpoint detection and remediation. That means if something's trying to move around on your computer, they can actually nip it in the bud and stop it from spreading.
Okay, and so tell me a little more specific examples of digital security tools.
Okay, so one of the things that are easy to put in place is making sure that you've got two-factor authentication. So that means if you log into your bank account, it's going to send a two-factor authentication to your cell phone. That means you'll know if somebody's trying to get in. The same thing with your email. Any time you're dealing with financial transactions or your email or anything like that, you should have two-factor authentication that sends a notification to your cell phone. The next thing is making sure that you've got a good antivirus program, that you've got a good firewall, and that it's kept up to date, and you've got remote monitoring. Remote monitoring would be where people are monitoring your computers to detect if somebody's trying to hack into your system.
Wow, I didn't know that was going on. So how about the security training resources? Where can we get them?
So there's a lot of security training that's out there. One of the things that we offer to our business clients is that we do security training where all of the employees have training on a regular basis, and we use a program called Bullfish. In addition to just the training, we do simulated phishing attacks, which would send a simulated phishing email to all of the employees, and we get to see who clicks on it. And if they do, then we know, okay, Jane down the corridor, she keeps clicking on this link. If this had been a real phishing attack, your information could have been compromised. So then we want to do additional training with those people and make sure that if they're falling into bad habits, they get training, and we further lock down their machine. Because the biggest problem that most companies have is actually from their employees. Employees doing things that they shouldn't be doing, and part of it is sometimes they just don't know. So we find Bullfish has been a pretty good product in getting the training done with the simulated phishing attacks.
Okay, so I know everyone's scared now, Roland, because of what you said. So I want everyone to know where we can find you. How can we reach you in case we feel we need to put some security, in our digital platforms and all in our data? How can we reach you?
So the best way to reach us, give us a call at 281-647-9977, or reach us on the web at impresscomputers.tech. That's IMPRESS computers.tech, and we'll sit down with you and come up with an affordable plan that makes sure that you're secure and your data is backed up, and that we can keep your information protected.
That is very important. Thank you so much, Roland, for coming to the show and for all your valuable information. Right now, we will see you next time, right, Roland?
Great. Thanks, Kelsey. Speak to you soon.